Right. We are live and gonna see how this works trying out a new platform to deliver this. This is using the Restream software. And let me see, just pulling up my YouTube. And yeah, it looks like it is something's going on there. So yep, it is working. It is working. Okay. So, let me just tell you a little bit about what I'm up to. My name's Colin Chapman. I'm a comedian and hypnotist. I do something called the Comedy Hypnosis is Amazing show. Put out a number of videos here, and a lot of them are from shows that I've done. The Comedy Hypnosis Amazing Show is a comedy show where I use hypnosis to help deliver the laughs. And so, if anybody's got any questions, just pop them in here and I'll be more than happy to answer them. And I'm also going to go ahead and take some of the questions I've gotten from people on some of the different videos that I have done. And here's the big one. And let me see if I can share this screen. Yeah, right here. Okay, so this is one of the videos that has gotten a lot of comments. About 180,000 or so people have looked at it here on YouTube, about another 60,000 or so on TikTok. Let's take a look. All right, so that is that particular video, and one of the big questions that I get is, did you throat punch him? And no, I did not throat punch him. Uh, I, um, Here's what actually happened with that. So the volunteer in question, guy named Rod, big strong guy, and I was expecting him to kind of just gently come into with his head in towards my chest, but no. He dropped like a rock, and it was pretty hilarious because I wasn't expecting it. So I'm catching him with his on his arm, and you hear this loud slap, and a lot of people who have watched it think, "Oh, you hit him." No, no, I grabbed his arm. And he even has a comment on that video saying, "Nope, no throat punching was involved." Um, and he talks about what a great time he and his wife had at that show. Um, and so yeah, nope, I don't hit my volunteers. I hypnotize them and then give them hilarious suggestions. One of the other questions that I get on that video a lot is, okay, you hypnotize these people. How the hell do you wake them up? Great question. And the short answer is that I'll just say something along lines of, okay, right now I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And when I reach the number 5, you will return to full conscious awareness be wide awake, completely and totally out of trance. And you'll be feeling like you just had 8 hours of solid, restful sleep. And any suggestions that I've given you while you're on stage tonight will go away as soon as you leave this room. And so that's and then I just count 1 to 5. 1, feeling really, really good. 2, becoming more and more aware of yourself, the room, the surroundings. 3, almost all the way back. 4, almost there. And 5, eyes open, wide awake. Welcome back. That's how you bring somebody out, just like that. Sometimes you got to tell people, hey, guess what? Because it feels, just so you know, it feels absolutely awesome going into trance. Feels really, really, really good. And they don't want to come out. There is no such thing as getting stuck in hypnosis, in spite of what Hollywood lied to you in the movie Office Space and wanted you to believe. And so I just say, if they're kind of fighting me on it, it's like, here's the deal. I'm going to count from 1 to 3 this time. And number 3, you're going to open your eyes, or I will never, ever hypnotize you ever again. You will never be able to experience this feeling that's this good right now. And then I count them out. Sometimes someone wants a little bit extra attention, and so that's why they're fighting it. And if they're still on stage, I'll say, everybody here is waiting to see you open your eyes so they can give you the round of applause you deserve for being such a great star of the show tonight. Sometimes you got to do that. One way or another, they're coming out. And so it's just that simple. Big picture. On YouTube, you can get videos that will show you how to do almost anything. That doesn't mean you should do the things that you see people on YouTube doing. I really strongly discourage you from doing anything that I do on YouTube. Um, Unless it's I'm doing like some formal training program on like how to do self-hypnosis, something like that. Or if I'm actually helping people overcome something like, say, I don't know, feeling sad, feeling stressed, sleeping, all kinds of things that we use hypnosis to help people with. But other than that, there's a lot of stuff that you see how to do on YouTube that you really shouldn't do. If you want to learn how to hypnotize somebody, reach out and I will help you figure out the best way for you to get formally trained in hypnosis. It's really easy and anybody can do it. There is no special um, secret. You weren't born with a certain power. Although my friend Justin Trans says, "Oh, don't give up your power. Make them think that you were born with it." Nah, man, love you, bud, but no, no. It's like if an idiot like me can manage to hypnotize thousands and thousands of people in all kinds of different circumstances, anybody can do it, and it's easy to learn. And Justin is one of the people that you can go learn from, and might have some other announcements coming up about some other opportunities to do that. Um, I One, let me think of, and so it's like I'm showing people how you can hypnotize someone really, really quickly in that video. I'm not saying that you should take that and go around and start doing it. I'm just showing that it's possible. I didn't explain all the things that I think are pretty important for you to know before you go out and start doing it. Um, gonna show you another one of my YouTube videos real quick. Here's another short. Whoops, not that one. That's not mine. And um, I think I'm gonna show you a couple of these. Here's the first one. All right. So, there's that version of it, and uh, uh, there is um, here's another version of that one. All right. So let me tell you a couple of things about those 2 videos. So, that is a routine I frequently do called the J Medicine Hat Memorial Spelling Bee. I do this routine as an homage to my favorite comedy hypnotist of all time, the late, great J Medicine Hat. Um, you can look him up online, you can look him up here on YouTube, you can see some hilarious videos. Um, I'm not Jay Medicine Hat. I can't do the spelling routine bee routine the way Jay did it because I'm not Jay. I'm deliberately not attempting to copy his words. What I am doing though is I am paying honor to somebody that I am modeling in many ways that I can't. I'm inspired by what Jay Medicine had did as a comedy hypnotist. Like Jay, I do a comedy show that uses hypnosis. It's not a hypnosis show. Yeah, the hypnosis stuff, it is really cool. Lots of stuff makes me go and blows their minds, and that's cool for me, cool for the audience, cool for the volunteers. That routine I do to keep his memory alive. Jay passed on in, I believe it was 2012. Um, he is someone who, started off as a comedian and saw a comedy hypnotist, and he knew he had to do it. And And so I'm inspired by Jay Medicine Hat, so I do that routine as basically expressing gratitude to him, for what he did. I do that routine because I want people to remember him at some point. Um, h his legacy definitely inspires me and what I'm out there, um, trying to do in my show. Um, and I give people the suggestion, I ask them to spell different words, and, I do this routine like this in shows that are 18 plus. You will not see this routine this way in a show I do where there are toddlers running around, where it's a high school show, and most definitely won't see me doing that routine when there are HR people running around, and by the way, I do all kinds of different shows for folks. Um, but when it's an 18 plus show, I give them the suggestion just like got it, and I never know what word they are going to spell and what sentence they're gonna come up with. One of the things in that particular show, the first guy you saw, suggestion that his name was now Barbie, and that was a lot of fun too. You'll probably see, some of those clips coming out in the coming weeks as well. Um, so that's part of those that's just one of the, some of the things people have asked about, people ask all the time, people troll, "You're fake." It's like, um, no, if you wanna see fake acting, um, go check out your mom's OnlyFans page. Um, seriously, hypnosis is a real thing, made huge changes in my life for me. I've seen it help out a lot of other people that I've worked with closely. It is incredibly fun on the comedy level. It is incredibly powerful and game changing in terms of making your life better level. And I love both the comedy and the hypnosis. Um, when I'm asked to describe my show, here's what it is. Let's pretend that improv and comedy show crowd work both had Tinder profiles. They both swiped right on each other's profiles. My show is the bastard child that comes along 9 months later, okay? Because it's basically improv and crowd work together. Um, an awful lot of the things that I am doing are based on crowd work principles in comedy shows. And for those of you who don't know what crowd work is when a comedian engages members of the audience, has a back and forth discussion with them. And it is a lot of fun to watch. Um, super entertaining. Um, although he doesn't really too much of it, at least the first 20 minutes or so that I was able to watch in his latest Netflix special. Matt Rife, I give credit for being the best in the game at crowd work. Somebody else who's really, really good is Andrew Schultz. And he's absolutely fantastic at his crowd work skills. Um, for those of you who watch this, I really appreciate you taking the time. If you've got questions for me, reach out. You can hit me. You can go to my show's website, hypnosisamazing.com. You can go into one of my videos, make a comment. I'll see it and I'll tell you how to reach out and connect. I'll do the best I can to answer your questions. and yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna keep making videos and am gonna, hopefully, will have the self-discipline to keep doing more lives. Thanks a lot.